Why are you still alive? Probably not a healthy reason, but my bird. I own a almost 5-year-old male cockatiel, and he has become my motivation to get up and out of bed every morning. He is a bit of a jerk and doesn't accept pets, but I know he would be extremely impacted if I suddenly disappeared. I've put a lot of work into building a trust bond with him, and if I disappeared it would ruin all that work I put into him, as cockatiels can sometimes be a one-person/or bird that they bond the most with. When I first got him he was an empty shell of a bird because his sibling that he was kept with got adopted very early on, and I can't bear the thought of him reverting back to that sad and dull shell of a bird. After this week, as in Yusion? I really don't know. It's a boring dystopia, keeps running through my head. I suppose I'm still alive mostly because of my dogs and my husband, but I'm not going to lie. I would really love to be quit of this life where I no longer have autonomy. I hate it so much, I break down screaming and crying at times. My dog comforts me. My husband is a good man, but he is at work most of the time, IWFH, and it doesn't really affect him, so I assume he thinks, meh. It'll pass. I want to die. Seroquel. I'm bipolar and came close to ending it. The medication pulled me out of a depression that I've spent all my life in. The world was surreal for a while. I spent a lot of time just sitting on my porch and enjoying the breeze. I had never felt pleasure before. It's been 3 years now. Life is still hectic and has ups and downs. But I no longer live in those deep emotions, I just visit them. Life is so much different now. I'm almost 40 and I grieve what could have been, but celebrate what is to come. The night I was supposed to follow through, my friend called me showing me his new Star Wars action figures that he spent his whole paycheck on. I felt bad to let his call just ring, so I answered it. He went on this whole 3-hour thing about Star Wars the action figures. We're both huge Star Wars fans. He ended up telling me about the girl he likes and admitting to me that he felt like he wasn't comfortable talking about her with anyone else other than me. We hung up around 1 a.m. and by that time I was too exhausted to even follow through with my plan. When I was around 22 years old and fell asleep at the wheel early one morning, the car I was driving kept going straight when the road curved, and threaded the needle between 2 telephone poles on that curve. I only ended up crashing through a fence and stopping in a graveyard, seriously. Slightly different timing to either side and would have hit a pole at 65 miles per hour in an old station wagon. If you're tired, pull over or let someone else drive. And I wasn't drinking, but for fuck's sake don't drink and drive. I probably wasn't shot because they used the gun to hit me first. Because 3 weeks ago, while driving for Lyft, my attempted carjackers hit me twice extremely hard with the gun, causing the clip to come out and bullets to subsequently be found in the car. So I probably wasn't shot because they used it to hit me and the clip came out. I was surprised by just how little pain any of the smacks to my head and face by the gun and slash or any of the barrel full of punches caused me, at least in the moment. That obviously 100% changed by later that night, lol. To say the least. When your adrenaline is pumping and you're in pure survival mode, it's kinda crazy the things your body can truly handle and how your mind keeps you hyper-focused too. I used to dream of being immortal and living forever to see everything life has to offer. I used to love learning. I wanted to learn and see everything. Now my heart has been broken. I've been hurt by a lot of people and society in general because of things out of my control and being a minority. I feel like I've already seen enough for one lifetime. I'm not happy at all. The only time I'm happy is when I'm talking with my close friends and they're so busy. The only thing keeping me going, I guess, is that my mom and dad would be sad. They've kept a roof over my head and I don't want to put that to waste. Well, I crashed, that's why. Was going down a very steep and very long hill in my area that ended in a T-junction, or a brick wall to be precise, on my bike. And I hear a snap of some kind after going a little bit down the hill whilst tapping my brakes, and now instead of slowing then speeding up continuously, my brakes don't work and I'm bombing it down this hill. My brother tries to grab me off my bike, but I'm going too fast, probably 30 miles per hour, and screaming, "Fucking holy shit," down this hill. And I'm thinking it's do or die, so turn my bike, slam into a parked car and roll over it, but I'm fine.